Good morning. I'm Jyotiraj Brahmanandan, Chief Executive of Brahma Jyoti Supreme Office Worldwide. Before proceeding, I would like to specify the time. Today is 6th January 2021, Wednesday, the day of the Phrugu clan. Today is influenced by time from Attam star or Hasta star. The presiding deity of Attam star or Hasta star is Vishwakarma, the celestial architect, in the modern world you call engineer. That is cosmic architecture. That is, Vastu Shastra is cosmic architecture. Based on that, Vishwakarma, the eldest son of Brahma the creator, created the entire world, the vehicles and also weapons and similar other items also for the proper functioning of the world. He is the presiding deity, and other deities, as for Wednesday, is Phrugu clan. So Sri Krishna is also present. Sri Krishna and Sri Rama. Sri Rama also. Wednesday is mostly ruled by Sri Krishna and Sri Rama. Today, as per stellar configuration, the presiding deity is Vishwakarma. Incidentally, this is the second video in this series, and this star, my younger brother Anil, he belongs to this star. Now, today's discussion is mostly on food. It is from here, the Brahma Jyoti Supreme Office Worldwide, you get life and all other resources that are required to support your life and you are to protect your life. Main sanctions are from the world of Creator, and we are looking with the Phrugu clan, we are looking after the accounts also, whether you are getting it or how you are getting it, what is the effectiveness of that system. All these things we are looking after, and what are the things you have done after getting this resource also, that we are checking, and we are evaluating the individual performance also, mostly that of the ruling class. Depending on that, the other cases also will be decided. And the first requirement to sustain life is food. The food or life we are supplying from the world of Brahma the creator. So naturally you require supporting resources. The first requirement is air. Once you are born, what you require in this world is air. That is the most important. The moment that stops, your life ends. So the most important resource is air. And probably those who are in the metro cities or cosmopolitan cities might have experience if even the quality of the air suffers, then naturally your health also will be suffered. So that is the prime requirement. Once the moment the supply of air stops, the life ends. The next important thing is resource. What you require is food and water. That also we are supplying. Naturally, the creator who has created the food, life, he has to supply the food also. And for the entire world, for all living beings, we are preparing food and supplying. That we are sure. It is not our claim. Recently, some years before, National Geographic magazine, they have made an independent study and published a report that for entire life in the world, the food is available. Is probably the distribution may be uneven. That is the problem. What we have noted. The food is available. That they have made the analysis and made an independent report and published. Food is available. We are producing food for all and supplying, but that there is uneven distribution. That is not our problem. The problem is with somewhere else. Most probably with the people's representatives and the administrators. It's not our problem. We are producing food and we are supplying it. And for everyone, we are providing food. It's enough. What we are producing, that is enough. And now there is some problem in Delhi, India capital Delhi. For almost 40 days, the farmers are surrounding the India capital because of their own reasons. And that too because involved with some distribution system. From the producers of the food in the field to the producers, the users in the end users. There is some problem. I had already told. There is some problem. There are some problems that are existing. We are supplying the food for all, but the end users are not getting that. I have also experienced. Throughout Kerala, I have travelled. In almost all parts of Kerala, I have travelled in the last 40 years. I have consumed from almost all levels of outlets also. Not only Kerala, throughout India I have travelled. In the eastern side I have gone up to West Bengal, Calcutta, stayed there for some years. Then another part in Chennai, that part also I have stayed for some time, travelled up to there and stayed for some time. In the northern direction I have gone up to Delhi. There also I have stayed for some time. To the western side I have gone up to Mumbai. There also I have stayed for some time. And throughout India in this time I have travelled through several, almost covered all the states. Probably some of the states I have missed is Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab. Naturally now they have some problem. Probably maybe it is because I was not able to go there. There are some Punjab farmers are making such a lot of agitations. Naturally for the reasonable cost also. Anyway, I in these journeys and in my stay there in these places, I have consumed food from all levels, right from 5-star hotels to the lowest level from where the workers are taking, provided it is clean. If it is available in clean environment, I have taken food. At all levels, from top to bottom I have consumed. Even in industries, I have consumed, even though I am provided with food in separate facilities, once in a while I used to go to the workers' canteen and consume food to find out what they are getting. So, after these 40 years, when we made the assessment, the effectiveness of the system, we found it was only around 40%. The quality of food, what I got was only 40%. When we make a comparison. So there is somewhere something wrong in the system. We are providing food that the survey by the National Independent Agency, National Geographic, they have published. And the end user is not getting. So where is the problem now? And one more statistic I will tell. That is, India has about 135 crore people. The entire world has about 780 crore people. In this, India has about 135 crore people. In this, 40% are below poverty line. That is, these below 40% people, about 40% of people, they can afford only one full meal a day. That is the situation now. We are providing for all the people, we are providing food. We are producing food and we are sanctioned food, we are producing food and we are supplying. But the end users are not getting it. In India itself, about 40% they have the facility to get only one full meal a day. So where is the problem now? Where it is going? We are supplying, we are producing and supplying, but the end users are not getting. So there is some problem in the distribution system. Though that distribution system, that people's representatives, they have to rectify through administrators. That was not done in the past almost 75 years after independence. So there is a real problem that is existing. It's not because of our fault. Otherwise, we have to get involved to rectify that system, the administration system. That, if necessary, we will take it at a later stage. But as far as food supply is concerned, we are producing and supplying. Now, that problem I already told. Now, even in the processed food, say biscuits and such other items. Normally I go to the supermarket and get these foods to have a check. Probably I want to buy it, but during that course I will check that items also. Earlier, these food supplements, just like Horlicks, Boost, like there's so many items are there, food supplements are there, that are used by small children to elder people. They were supplying only in large bottles. That was, I don't know why. But after I gone through the markets and found out they are supplying only in large packets, I made recommendations. You may supply it in pouches or sachet. And for several years before. And after that, they have started, the international companies, they have changed their attitude. Earlier, I think some sort of inertia, they didn't change. For quite long years, for about more than 50, as far as I know, more than 55 years, they were doing these large packets. Now, after I'm making the recommendation, they are changed to sachet. It's available in 5 rupees also now. There's Horlicks, Boost, like that. Several items are there, Complan. They are all available in 5 rupee sachet. That is the minimum quantity they can supply. Most minimum. Below that they cannot supply. So to that level, that their attitude changed in the last say about 10 years. This change happened only after making the suggestions. I have published in our site also. After that, even though they didn't acknowledge the suggestions, they acknowledged in the form of implementation. Now it is available in sachet. And the basis of this suggestion was earlier this shampoo. Shampoo they used to supply only in bottles. And most of the common people, they are not able to buy it. To buy full bottle of sachet. So one innovator, he suggested, why don't you supply it in a sachet? And that company, they started supplying shampoo in sachet, just sufficient to have a bath. And after that analysis, after that implementation of the idea, the company found, on analysis they found, almost 60% of their sales, shampoo sales, came from sachet, not from bottles. That is the truth they have found out. So I knew it for several years. When after going through all these markets and finding out this food supplements are available only in large bottles, large packets, I made this suggestion, and many of the, almost all of the supplement, the food supplement companies, they are implemented. And now it is available in sachet. Minimum price 5 rupees. Just sufficient for one person, one glass. So like this, we have earlier also we have made some suggestions and implemented. And another point I want to mention is even now the biscuits also available in smaller packets. Earlier this was not available. In smaller packets, biscuits were not available. Now it is available. If 5 rupee packets available, 10 rupee packets available. In going through all this, what I have found is I have to make a research to find out what is the price of these products. That is what is happening in the market. Every day when I get into the supermarket or other store, when I have to find out the price, that is very difficult, very, very difficult. Somewhere in some corner they might affix the price in very small letters. If I want to find out the right price, the exact price of the product, I have to make a research and find out. So I think the government should make some regulations, or there should be a separate place for affixing the price. That should be letter should be such that we must be able to identify the price very easily. So such changes are required, and more suggestions we will give in the coming days. This is going to be a series, something like a series. This, particularly this food. Then another point is what I found. I was not able to afford certain items. That is how we are providing, and we are going. I am going as an end user, in the form of an end user. The price they are charging is too exorbitant. That is too much. Even though I may have money in my pocket, but it is very difficult to make a decision to buy that product. That much exaggeration of price is there. That is what I have found in the market, in the field. So based on all this, we are making some recommendations that will come in the coming days. And another point I want to stress is, this is as far as distribution is concerned. Another, we are supplying the entire food, and the end users are not getting. One is because of distribution system. And even one more point is there. That is, if more than 40% of the people do not have the facility to have one full meal a day, then that certainly indicates there are certain people, those who are taking more than what they are eligible. That point you have to accept. Otherwise, there is no chance of having this sort of disparity. We are supplying for all the people. Throughout the entire world, it is sufficient. The food is sufficient. But particularly in India, more than 40% of the people do not have the facility to have more than one square meal a day. So that is a real problem. And the method we suggest, one method we suggest, that is, I am sure all of those who are viewing this video they have the food facilities right. They have the facilities to have more than full meals a day. That I am sure. So if you are taking more than 2 full meals a day, I suggest you limit your intake to 2 full meals or 2 square meals a day. And to have an analytical measurement, quantitative measurement, you can control your intake by controlling your weight. That formula is BMI, that is body mass index. If you search in the internet, you will get BMI calculator. BMI calculator. Just insert, enter the information BMI calculator, and net will give provide a BMI calculator. You can input your weight and height, and you can find out what is your BMI. Your BMI should be in green zone. Then you are all right. You are taking your eligible portion only. If your BMI is more than, other than not in the green zone, whether it is yellow zone or in red zone, you are taking more than what you are eligible. If each person takes their own share, then other persons will naturally get their own share. There won't be a disparity of more than about 40% of the people have the opportunity to get only 1 square meal a day. So I suggest you calculate your BMI, body mass index, check whether it is in the green zone. You should keep it in the green zone. Then you are all right, you are taking only your due share. And another advantage is there. If your body mass index is in the green zone, none of the diseases will affect you. That point is a very plus point for you. If you can, not only you provide food to others also, you are in the safe region. Now, just like in the COVID season, there is green zone is there, then red zone is there. Naturally, if you are in the BMI zone, naturally the diseases won't affect you. That will not get into the, it is very rare, the disease will get into the green zone and affect the person. For that you have to do some exercise, you have to regularize your food intake, that is in a proper manner, and do exercise and such get entertainment and maintain your food, BMI index in green zone. So there are several plus points for this. You can, I think you will do it positively, you will do it and be with us. And many more points are to be discussed, that I will discuss in the coming days. For example, I will give you a hint what I am going to tell. Most of the people, when they take food, they are taking food just like considering a mobile phone to make a telephone call. But there are several other facilities in the mobile phone, you know. All of you know. Other than making a telephone call, there are several other facilities like messaging, text messaging, then calculator, then YouTube facility, then WhatsApp messaging. Like there are so many other facilities are there in the mobile phone. Several other facilities also there. So most of the people do not consider this. They just consider taking food as taking food out only. There are so many other facilities to subside your hunger, to make your health better and live a happy life. So these things we will discuss in the coming sessions. I am sure you had a very useful session with me. I thank you all for your patient listening. Thank you.